these seizures and what happens to those that have been identified to be associated with the seizure. The service has reinforced its core mandate of protecting our national borders through targeted anti-smuggling operations and precise intelligence-driven interventions. Our track record intercepting illegal arms and ammunition underscores our frontline role in the maintenance of national security. The handover ceremony that we are about to witness exemplifies our active collaboration with stakeholders in ridding our society of illicit weapons and strengthening public safety. Let us recall the event of May 2018, when the service intercepted significant cache of arms, including that of 440 pump-action rifles and accessories ingeniously concealed within 516 bags of plaster of Paris cement in 120-footer container with the number PONU 210024/1. And if you can just look across, you will see the container just behind here. This particular gray container. The seizure of this container coincided with heightened security challenges from armed bandits in Northwest and illegal arms proliferations in the Southeast, revealing the linkage between some transnational smuggling networks and our domestic security challenges. Through sustained intelligence operations, later in that year, we also intercepted 2 additional containers, CMAU 189817/8 and GESU 255208/1 at Tinkham Highland Port. And these containers also concealing arms and ammunition, amongst others. Therefore, today we will be handing over a total of 1,599 assorted arms and 2,298 live cartridges recovered from these operations. But I'm going to talk to you first about this particular container that is here. Following this particular seizure, we deployed forensic capacities to conduct detailed electronic analysis of customs documentation and shipping records. Through established diplomatic channels, we partnered with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to engage the authorities in Turkey, leading to definitive identification of the purchasing company. The investigation trail, which was supported by financial records obtained through court orders in Nigeria, enabled us to establish the identities of those behind these illegal arms shipments. And through our strategic interagency cooperations, particularly with the assistance of the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, we successfully prosecuted the case, and the suit number was FHC/L/339C/208 before the Federal High Court in Lagos. The defendants in the case were Great James Oil and Gas Limited, Ifeoluwa Moses Christ, and Emeka Yume Festus, also known as Amankwa. All of them were convicted on 8-count charges bordering on improper importation. The prosecution successes reinforces the service's zero-tolerance stance against armed trafficking, and it validates the effectiveness and of our judicial collaboration. The proven investigative and prosecutorial approach is currently being applied to recent seizures at the Port of Onne where ongoing investigations continue to yield significant progress within established legal frameworks. And regarding the other ones, those in the 2 other containers, prosecutions is currently going on in the law courts. I can also tell you that we are making progress, and as we hand over these exhibits to the National Center today, we are also going to be handing over the prosecution of the case to the center. Our strategy, combining thorough investigation, decisive prosecution, and successful conviction, has proven effective in dismantling smuggling networks. Let me therefore be clear that we will spare no resource in hunting down, exposing, and prosecuting anyone who attempts to compromise our national security through arms trafficking. We stand ready to deploy our full arsenal of intelligence and enforcement capabilities to protect legitimate trade as we ensure Nigeria's security interests remain paramount. I want to salute the professionalism and courage of our officers who work tirelessly, often in very challenging circumstances, to make these seizures. In addition to those that were made in the ports, some of these seizures were also made by federal operations units in some distant locations in the bushes around our border stations. I commend their effort. More importantly, I also want to commend the effort of the forensic unit of Nigeria Customs Service for their doggedness, for their determination, and high level of professionalism that was exhibited to follow through this particular case and secure conviction. To our partner agencies who have stood shoulder to shoulder with us in this fight, we want to acknowledge their support, and this support has been very instrumental to achieve what we are doing today. Together, we promise that we will continue to build formidable partnerships and create barriers against those who threaten our national security. Let me conclude on the note that the handover of these weapons to the center today symbolizes our commitment to proper disposal of seized arms and highlights our resolve to rid our nations of illegal weapons. We want to thank most sincerely the National Security Advisor that has availed us of the opportunity of working with the National Coordinator and his diligent team at the center. For diligent investigation and prosecution of those that are involved in this heinous crime. Once again, I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Honor and the privilege to once again welcome you to this significant ceremony. I speak today in a dual capacity as the Director General of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons and as the representative of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu. I wish to begin by sincerely appreciating the synergy between the National Center, Office of the National Security Advisor, and the 16 government arms-bearing agencies, particularly the Nigeria Customs Service, whose steadfast determination is key to our collective fight against the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons. I recall with pride the notable arms bust of July 2024, when the Nigerian Customs Service intercepted 844 rifles and 112,500 rounds of live ammunition at Onne Port, Port Harcourt. The recovered weapons were promptly handed over to the National Center, and importantly, suspects, including the principal suspect, Ali Samson Ofuma, along with 9 accomplices, were subsequently arrested in Abuja and are now facing prosecution. Their apprehension underscores the critical role of our coordinated efforts and reinforces why it is imperative for agencies to continue channeling intercepted arms to the center. Regarding today's handover of intercepted illicit arms by the Nigerian Customs Service, the National Center will take all necessary measures in line with relevant conventions and best practices to permanently remove these weapons from circulation. Since its establishment on the 3rd of May 2021, the National Center has spearheaded multi-stakeholder initiatives to curb the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons. We have engaged with ministries, security agencies, international partners, and civil society organizations alike to advance our mission of building a safer, more secure Nigeria and West Africa. Notably, within a short period after assuming office, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, signed the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons Act 2024 into law on 4th June 2024. This swift legislative action underscores the President's unwavering commitment to ensuring peace and tranquility in Nigeria and demonstrates the premium he places on national security for all Nigerians. I would also like to emphasize that the Center's mandate extends far beyond merely receiving illegally acquired arms. As the leading organization for controlling the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons in Nigeria, the National Center implements and supervises strategies and policies, collaborates with law enforcement and international bodies, including ECOWAS, the AU, and the UN, manages a national database of weapons, and secures recovered arms. Additionally, the Center serves as the custodian of other categories of weapons, including obsolete stockpiles held by various arms-bearing agencies, which, no longer serving any professional purpose, must be removed from armories to eliminate potential security risks in accordance with international best practices and relevant treaties. By effectively managing the entire life cycle of small arms and light weapons, from registration and tracking to seizure and destruction, the Center actively strengthens our collective security and aligns with global efforts to combat the illicit trade in arms. The National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, has been steadfast in his commitment to our national security, providing the necessary support and enabling environment for the Center to perform its core functions, thereby mitigating threats such as terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, pipeline vandalism, armed robbery, and all the challenges to our national peace and stability. The National Center remains grateful. Let me also extend my profound appreciations to the Controller General of Customs, Dr. Bashir Adewale Adedi MFR, who is indeed a patriotic Nigerian and who has become a true friend of the Center. His alliance and open door approach to the National Center have greatly facilitated our collective efforts, enabling us to achieve significant milestones. I wish to convey the NSA's commendation to all officers and men of the Nigerian Customs Service for their loyalty and tireless efforts, which have led to achieving these critical interceptions. I also wish to appreciate the leadership of all other arms-bearing and security agencies for their dedicated cooperation as we continue to press forward. As we mark yet another milestone in our relentless fight against illicit small arms and light weapons, I urge all stakeholders to remain vigilant and continue our collaborative efforts. Together, in our unified commitment, we can ensure that Nigeria remains resilient against the scourge of unlawful weaponry and that our communities are safeguarded for future generations. Thank you all for your presence and support. May God bless Nigeria.
Like I've explained, there are some of these ones that are already concluded. The case of the container is concluded. These ones are still undergoing court processes, but we are going to sort out the documentation. But physically, we will hand over everything that we have to the Center for more action. In the interest of national security and effective investigation of these cases, I want to hand over symbolical this rifles.
No bullet inside. There we can be bullets inside. Photo.
How are you, sir? Good morning. How are you? General. How are you? Good morning. How are you, sir? How are you? How are you doing? Yes. Nice to see you. I think we spoke sometimes when we were trying to get round the ship. Thank you very much. Agitating the mind.
Wọ́n ti ṣe ní Ẹ̀pẹ́ rí, wọ́n ti ṣe ní Ìkòròdú, Island ò níye, àwọn Ìkẹjà náà ti ṣe division 5 la ní ìbílẹ̀ 5 kí ló ṣe bí àwa ló kàn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni orí ètò wa náà lẹ́sìn wa kánsù wa ẹ má gbàgbé pé podcast yìí gbogbo ìgbà ló ń wá sí ojú ìwòran yín lórí ìkànnì TVWest bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìdí tá a sì fi gbé ètò náà kalẹ̀ ni láti máa yànnàná bó ṣe ń lọ sí láwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ wa káàkiri gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà tí ìran Yorùbá wà àti káàkiri gbogbo ibi tí ọmọ Yorùbá tá a léwédé tí a tàgbòdé lónìí mo sọ fún yín ká tó dánu dúró lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ẹja ńlá ni àwọn tá a jù sódò mú lónìí lórí ètò alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Badagry local government bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ni àlejò wa lórí ìpele tá a wà onílùdé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí council alága.
olóòtú mo kí yín o ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣọ́kọ̀ òjò po.
ó ti mọ́ wa lára bá
dáadáa lẹ dé Ìkẹjà.
ọ̀yá ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ṣe báyìí ẹ ti lo ọdún mẹ́rin àkọ́kọ́ ọdún mẹ́rin kejì lẹ́ lò lọ yìí àwọn ìpèníjà wo ní pàtó lẹ lè tọ́ka sí àti wípé báwo lẹ ṣe dojúkọ àwọn ìpèníjà yìí tó fi ṣe àwọn aráàlú láǹfààní.
ẹ ṣe olóòtú ìpèníjà àkọ́kọ́ ni àwọn ọ̀nà wa nígbà tá a fẹ́ fi débẹ̀ wọ́n burú jọjọ tí èèyàn bá kúrò níbi irú Ìkẹjà bí tó ń lọ sí Badagry aago tó kúrò níbí ló lè sọ kò lè sọgbà tó máa dán yàtọ̀ sí yẹn àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n fi ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ bíi infrastructure tó lè sọpọ́tì ìdàgbàsókè wa wọn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí níbẹ̀ àwọn ìpèníjà àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn because ibi téèyàn fẹ́ jókòó sí
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ibi tó gbàyàn láàyè ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ibi tó bójú mu
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ibẹ̀ lèèyàn ti máa ronú ní ìrònú tó jinlẹ̀ Badagry council Badagry council tó ti pẹ́ ni ó wà lára àwọn tó ti pẹ́ jù lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí láti ìgbà Ègùn Àwórì ló ti wà ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ilé tó ti pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ wọ̀nyẹn ló wà ń bẹ̀ gbà yẹn a ṣàwò pé ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbégbà tí a fẹ́ fi bá àwọn akin ẹgbẹ́ wa mú àwọn nǹkan tí a kọ́kọ́ dojúkọ nìyẹn Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lénìí àwọn títì wa pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àtàwa náà ó ti ń yípadà tó dá ti dé síbẹ̀ inú ọgbà iléeṣẹ́ wa gan council fúnra rẹ̀ ó ti ṣe é fojú wò ó sí à ń jókòó nínú àyíká tó dáa à ń ronú tó dáa àdẹ̀gbé nǹkan tó dáa jáde.
Chairman ṣé ẹ lè sọ pàtó nínú gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ẹ lè sọ pàtó àwọn infrastructure bíi àwọn ibi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà tún ṣe ṣe lè sọ pàtó àwọn tẹ́ ti ṣe fún wa.
bí mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ mẹ́nu bà lẹ́ǹkan ibi ìjókòó ìjọba gan èyí tó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́ ni látàyè alálùmọ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí tí gómìnà gan bá fẹ́ lo ọ́fíìsì wa wọ́n kàn lè ní kò tóbi tó ti aláùsá ni ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo àǹfààní tí èèyàn rí nínú ọ́fíìsì ìgbàlódé ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. a mú àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe mèremère.
TV station other than TVWest. My name is Daniel Owoyemi. Welcome to Opportunity Radio TV. This is where we avail Nigerians with practical opportunities available out there. You may complain, oh, the country is this, there are no opportunities here or there, but on Opportunity Radio TV, we avail you with those opportunities, and we bring experts that help you walk through that journey of rising from that zero to that level that you may want to be, harnessing those opportunities. So today promises to be a very interesting and very insightful one, as I'm being joined on the show by an expert, a specialist in digital marketing, Mr. Segun Olayemo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Glad to have you join us on Opportunity Radio TV.
Same here, sir.
I believe there's a lot you're going to unpack for many Nigerians, because before we get into that, let's go for this bit. When we return, we get into the conversation, bro. Alright, welcome back. You're still on to Opportunity Radio TV, and before we went on that break, I did let you know that we're looking at opportunities in digital marketing for every Nigerian, regardless of where you find yourself. Whether you are a 9-to-5 person, or you're a business owner, or someone who is just still trying to figure out what to do, especially in this digital age where everyone is talking about AI. But what exactly is digital marketing all about? For someone who just knows the conventional marketing, the traditional marketing, now is digital marketing. What exactly does digital marketing entail? So someone begins to know what to expect.
Okay, so digital marketing is actually majorly you bringing your business to the internet, using different technology like social media, and also different web techniques and even AI to actually promote your business and get visibility for your business.
Okay, so it's strictly about visibility for your business using the digital tools available. So, are there opportunities in digital marketing?
Actually, there are a whole lot of opportunities in digital marketing as a skill. We have opportunities in social media management, social media marketing. So what that entails is you helping businesses to manage that social media profile, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever social media.
Is there numbers? All this one that you have mentioned
exactly.
Now. Okay.
So, and also we still have media buying aspect, which is you concentrating majorly on helping businesses run profitable campaigns to promote their business, to promote their goods, their services to the right audience, and also to the right buyers for them to be able to actually earn profit from the business. Then we also have content aspect of it, in terms of writing content for different businesses, for you to be able to promote your services through that aspect. It could be in form of blog content, it could be in form of content articles that people could read, learn, or even you could also earn from that as a content writer by monetizing your skill with AdSense on different ad levels. So there are a whole lot of opportunities.
So you have mentioned three now. You have mentioned social media marketing.
Yes.
You have mentioned content writing. You have mentioned media buying.
Yes.
Please take us to. I know there's still more.
Yeah. We still have funnel development. So what funnel development actually means is that you help businesses to streamline the structure at which they want to actually reach out to their audience. So it could be in form of you setting up a Facebook campaign that would actually have a landing page where people could actually visit to learn more about your business and your services. Then from there you could also integrate payments on that same page where they could actually check out immediately once they make decisions to buy from you, and you get paid, and they also get their goods or whatever services they are actually trying to buy from you delivered to them.
So that's another specialization. That's funnel. Why do they call it funnel?
The reason why they call it funnel is simply because it's in form of the normal funnel, that we know for you to actually maybe pour water gently without you wasting any of it. So it's a funnel in terms of, which has 3 levels. You have the top funnel, the middle funnel, and the bottom funnel. So what it means is that not everyone that sees your ad or your campaign would buy immediately. So you keep them in that funnel for you to be able to nurture them. So the nurturing now has to do with you selling to them different category of your product. You could have products in different categories of maybe 1 million, 500,000, 200,000, 300,000. So let's say you're pushing out a product of 1 million to your audience and they are not buying. So you could also look at, okay, what other product can I push to those same people in the sales funnel, like maybe 500,000 product. If they are converting, you can now downsell or upsell your audience. So that's why
you are giving a free masterclass already. Okay, so you have let us into the different dynamics of digital marketing now. Now, for a starter now, someone who is just hears about digital marketing, I mean, you see people who call themselves, why did I say who call themselves? People like digital marketing expert. Some of them, they don't go out, they just work from home, and they just, people are wondering, what are they doing? They must be doing cyber fraud. Is it real that you can stay at home within the comfort of your house and you just make money? I mean, is it real?
Of course, it's very real. I would say I've been working remotely since 2021 as a digital marketer, and
they pay you.
Of course.
The money is not remote money, it's original money.
Of course, it's real money.
Spend.
Like salary, yes, now you get paid.
Wow.
For every gig or job that is being delivered. So for working remotely, it's in different levels. You could actually work as a freelancer. It means you'll be working and getting paid based on every project that is being completed. And you could also work on a full-time role as a remote worker, where you work, but just that you don't go to the office. You wake up the normal time. A 9 to 5 person wakes up, you do your work, then you close at whatever time you agreed with the company. But the good thing about it is that it gives you liberty, and it's very flexible. You don't have to deal with the awful and buffle of jumping on buses and all of that. So it's that freedom
the Lagos hustling and bustling
exactly. So you just have dominion over your time, and you could also control how you manage your time and even your resources.
Wow. So now, in fact, it's like you're winning me. I don't know whether I should stop doing media and join and join you.
No problem.
That's why I do it.
You're welcome.
Where can someone start from? As in level, which level can one start from?
Okay, so first, if you're looking at heading into digital marketing, like I said, it's just digital marketing is just like an umbrella that actually houses a whole lot of other area of specialization when it comes to online marketing. So if you're starting out, the easiest way to start out is starting out as a content writer or a copywriter. So the reason why I said that is the easiest way is simply because it's easy for you to sit down, write content for companies. It's not so technical. It's just as if you're writing a letter, you're writing an essay. So you write that for businesses, for them to be able to promote their products, their services. Then you have it published online, and you still get paid handsomely for doing that.
Okay, so for starters, you can consider content writing. So what about, which other one can?
Also, you can also still consider social media marketing, just that it could now be a little bit technical, because nowadays most social media managers or marketers are being required to also understand some level of content creation, and also social media graphics design, and maybe video editing skills, although it's not even supposed to be one of the skills that should actually be in their portfolio. But based on job requirements, for most cases, that's why I said social media management may not be so easy like the way it was before. That all you have to do is just manage posts for businesses, respond to comments, replies, and also DMs.
Okay, now I'm beginning to think that social media management is like taking the front role in digital market. So when people hear digital market now, they think everything is social media management.
Of course not. No. Digital marketing, like I said, it houses a whole lot of other skills. So under digital marketing, we have social media management, we have email marketers, we have content writers.
Email marketing is also part of digital marketing.
Exactly.
Wow.
We have content writing, we have copywriting, and copywriting is actually an act of writing to sell. So it's still different from being a content writer.
So for someone who has a passion, I mean, when it comes to writing now, who writes books, who writes articles here and there, does that person still need some level of training to be able to write to sell now, because he's writing to sell now? So what are the dynamics of writing to sell?
Yeah, so for copywriting, like I said, writing to sell, it actually has a framework which we refer to the AIDA framework. So what that means is that is AIDA. So those 4 letters must be, acronym must be very much present in your content for you to be able to sell. So it means awareness, interest, then desire and action.
Free masterclass. Awareness, interest, desire and action. So it's present in your writing.
Exactly. So it means you have to craft a content that would make people want to read more, want to know more about what you're trying to talk about, or whatever product you're trying to sell. Then the interest for them to be able to want to get to the last stage of your content, which is where the action is going to take place, has to also be there. Then now the desire to now willingly take action. Either you want them to maybe submit their email, you want them to submit their phone number, you want them to buy from you, you want them to make deposits, you want them to make direct purchase. Now has to do with the action being binded into the copy that you're actually writing just for that act.
It's getting really interesting now on Opportunity Radio TV as we continually delve into opportunities available for Nigerians. And on this episode, we're looking at opportunities in digital marketing for every Nigerian. And my guest has been a digital marketing specialist, Mr. Segun Olayemo. Let's go for this breather. When we return, the conversation continues as we shall be looking at some other areas that would interest. So be back after this time out. Stay with us. Alright, welcome back. It's still Opportunity Radio TV, and the conversation has been opportunities in digital marketing for every Nigerian, regardless of the age that you find yourself, the profession, the business that you do. So my guest has been Mr. Segun Olayemo, a digital marketing specialist. And earlier, before we went on that break, you did let us know that there are different dynamics of digital marketing. You took us through a masterclass of someone who is going to content writing, of awareness, interest, desire, and action. So now let's throw some light. Let's spotlight some areas now. So which digital marketing skills are currently most valuable?
Okay, so the digital marketing skills that are currently most valuable, one, I would say search engine optimization experts. Then I would say funnel
what does that search? Okay. Is there an engine somewhere that we're going to be searching for something?
No, it actually means that having your business visible on different search engines like Google, because if people want to actually get to learn or know about your business, most times they might not even remember what your website is or what your social media page handle is. The first thing they want to do is go to Google and search for the name of your business. So if your business is actually not visible on the search engine, they would never get to see your business or learn about it. So that's why it's very lucrative skill now, because most businesses want to be visible on version.
So now I'm thinking for someone who wants to venture into digital marketing, regardless of the subdivision the person is venturing into, and the person doesn't have a portfolio. Okay. Can one start without a portfolio?
Of course, you could start without a portfolio. And the best way to start, like I used to tell people, is actually looking for internship offers. be it paid or not, what that would do for you is that it would actually help you work on live projects. You'll be able to work on projects that you could actually use to develop or build your portfolio, then bid for jobs that could actually pay you well.
Okay, so how should someone like that now approach a business or an organization that, oh, I need to do internship? But in the event that such an organization feel that they are not willing, they will not be paying such a person, do you think it's still worth it?
Yeah, it's very worth it. Like I said earlier, the best way to actually approach them is make them understand that you are just starting out, you are at the entry level of your career, then you need to build your portfolio, whereas you could actually use your skill to actually help the business grow. In returns, you work on live projects with them, then you hand that as the reward for whatever job you've done for them.
Okay, so what course or what background or what educational background should one have before one can really do well in digital marketing?
And for me, your educational background is not relevant. And the reason I said it's not relevant is simply because I've seen people that are school cert holders, I've seen people that are ND holders, I've even seen people that actually studied food tech, food science, but now they are a developer, a full stack digital marketer,
wow,
or majorly an SEO expert. So your educational background has nothing to do. The only thing is you just need to acquire the skill set. And even majorly when you look at the international market, based on personal experience or the jobs I've worked on, none of them has ever asked me for my school certificate or whatever.
But you've been working for years now, and
yes,
none has ever asked for your credentials.
Exactly. So what they are actually after is deliverables. Once you have the skills and you're able to prove that you can actually do what they want, that's all. So being a graduate or not has nothing to do with learning or earning from digital marketing.
Okay, so like, what can you take us through the price range, like the remuneration package? What is the popular one, like for social media manager? Like how much do they get paid? For SEO, like how much do they get paid? Email marketing?
It's the gap is massive. You can, for let's say for a social media manager, you could actually be earning maybe $500 per month from a foreign client. But
$500 is like,
that's around 600 and something.
600 something thousand. Okay.
But for a Nigerian client, they could actually be offering you maybe highest 200,000.
They are too used to those.
Sorry,
Okay,
200,000 naira. So you can even see the margin between the two. So that's why most people that actually learn the skill sets, they actually want to go to different freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer.
Please mention those platforms.
Yeah, we work remotely. Also, we have
they look out for.
Okay, so one of the things they actually look out for is majorly the portfolio, which I used to tell people that is the most vital part of your career. You have to have a very robust portfolio. Even if you don't have a client, you could actually go online, search for businesses that don't have, maybe for instance, that doesn't have a Google My Business profile. You could actually offer to do it for them for free, manage it, make sure the page is up to standard, is getting local visibility, they're actually getting reviews being posted, being responded to. You could actually use that to position yourself as a local SEO expert. Then after that, you can start sourcing for clients. Then another very important part is your LinkedIn resume. It's very, very important. You have to set up a LinkedIn resume, because that would actually make them see you